I never really know how to start these trips out. Sometimes I'll have some really cool intros planned.
I had this really cool intro planned,
but it's just traveling to the airport. How interesting can that be? I mean, I guess I could talk about how when I was on my way to the airport, I got a text that my flight had been delayed for 45 minutes.
When you get texts on your way to the airport that say your flight has been delayed for 45 minutes.
Or I could talk about the things that I forgot.
I forgot my hiking boots.
Maybe the least healthy lunch in the history of the world. Or the guy that got arrested.
And that guy's an ass.
But it's just flying. There's no real story to the day.
There's no real story to the day.
So let's just get started, because we don't need any more videos in airports.
We don't need any more videos in airports.
For my first full day in Utah, I spent it with a friend in Zion National Park. I said many profound things that day, but unfortunately they all sounded like this.
So good that I do want to try to make it work.
With me having accidentally bumped the gain on my microphone, you'll just have to take my word about what I said being profound. We started out the day on the east side. I had heard reports of the fall color being well past peak, and, well, those reports were true. We made the most of the morning with a beautiful reflected light wall. I found a few compositions, one that worked and one not so much. With a strenuous backpacking trip on the horizon, I didn't want to expend too much energy on the first day. Fortunately, that's what the east side of the park is for. You can make your day as easy or as difficult as you want. In our case, we never ventured more than a mile away from the car, but we still found enough beautiful scenery to make a few images. After leaving the washes on the east side, we grabbed some lunch and then decided to brave the crowds and explore the main canyon. Our hopes were that the lower elevations would still contain some pockets of fall color. We weren't disappointed.
Okay, so it may seem weird, and it probably is weird, to travel 2,000 miles and then aim your camera straight down at mud. But I do enjoy those cracked mud textures. I think they're really, really unique. So I shot it on black and white. It's going to be a really good test for the Intrepid because the bellows were slightly overextended. It's pointed straight down, so it's going to be a good test of its rigidity. It's a little bit breezy as well. There's only a 1 second exposure though, so I think that will help. Did the slightest bit of front tilt because I couldn't get my camera completely pointed straight down, but was able to get everything in focus. I had to overextend the bellows slightly, and I'm not entirely sure how much I overextended them. My friend Tommy, he estimated it, and so if the exposure's off, we all know who I'm going to blame. But yeah, it's really pretty here. It's tough to shoot. There's a lot of color in Big Bend, but like I said, pretty breezy right now. So we're just gonna walk around, see what we can see. If nothing else, there are worse places to walk around. So, beautiful day in the main canyon. Wrapping up the day in the main canyon here. It's a little bit of a challenge this afternoon. All the ingredients were there for good images to be made. We had beautiful light, beautiful reflected glow. The trees, at least in this part, still had a tremendous amount of color, but compositions just weren't coming. So Tommy and I stayed down here for quite a while, and I think eventually, after we wandered around for a bit, we found some good compositions that I feel represent the area pretty well. But I think we're going to wrap it up today. It's about 5 in the afternoon. I'm going to head back and start prepping for our big backpacking trip. The shuttle leaves at about 6:15 in the morning, so early start. Hopefully that'll put us down in the canyon with time left to shoot tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.